Hello, my YouTube friends. My name is Mel from Mel's Paper Makes. I'm a 24-year-old cash stuffer and budgeter here on YouTube, and I wanted to go over a budget closeout for my 2024 Florida trip. This is a little bit different from when I filmed my previous video, and I'm redoing this portion of it because I filmed the first part on my computer and I tried to get the video from my phone to my computer of me actually cash stuffing the leftover money. However, I can't figure out a way to do that, so I have to do it this way, but that is totally okay. So if you wanted to figure out how people budget for a trip or how people picked out the numbers or not picked out the numbers, spent on a trip to Florida for 6 days, 5 nights, and for a budget for one person, this is how I did it. So when I last took the video, this is where we left off. And this is where we will be ending. As you can see, there's quite a difference here. The numbers in the cost have been filled in cost and cost per person, and the difference has been filled in as well. That's what it looks like. As you can see, the cost per person was let me zoom in, $1,024. And that meant that I had a difference of $9,040 for my Florida trip. But just so y'all know, this is a lot harder than showing you on the computer, but these are all of my categories. This is how much everything was. There were some things that are shared. Some things that are shared and some things that are not. That is why the budget number is different from the budget per person. But I'll go ahead and go through my transactions. Basically what I did throughout the whole trip is I used my credit card primarily. And I went with my partner, and he wanted to also pay as well, but since I was the one that was tracking everything on my little notes app, saying the date, the amount, and what it was for, we just decided that I'll put everything on my credit card and then I will Venmo request him. So that's what we did, but I'll actually get into that a little bit later. But these are all the different categories, and I just filled in everything after the trip. So as you can see, for my pre-trip, it took about $75.20, and it was a budget amount of $150. So I got some walking shoes, some travel containers, I got a book at the airport, and I got some things from Trader Joe. And the reason why I got sunscreen there is because we got like the big full tube of sunscreen, and it was perfect. It worked out perfectly. We did not need to waste anything because we used up the whole tube, and I'm very, very proud of that. So the trip was really, really fun. Next is housing. As you can see, there's exclamation points here. We didn't pay anything in housing because we did it through Hilton, and I have a lot of points from Hilton from my previous job. So with 90,000 points, we got 4 nights, and the 5th night was actually free. Hilton was doing like 4 nights, get the 5th night free, and I just booked at a lucky time, and I got that deal. But we also got 1 extra night. So we had 6 nights in total, but the 6th night was because we tried to see a rocket ship launch. Unfortunately, that didn't happen, and by the time I'm filming this, it still hasn't happened, and I'm well back from the trip, but it just hasn't happened yet. And we were staying in Orlando. This was in Titusville, and we wanted to check it out and then the day after go to the Space Center and such. So we just got a hotel room in another place and tried to wake up and do all that. Didn't launch, but that's okay because it was all free. So housing cost nothing. It was, per person, it was $210, but everything was free, so that was great. Rental car, there's asterisks here because it is a shared expense. So everything listed is in full prices. And as you can see, it's at $450, but I did have to pull something from parking because we did go over budget. The reason we got over budget is because we thought that, let me back up. Basically, we paid for a car before, and I don't remember when I actually did it, and it was $230.36. I used some credit card points to drop it down $30. But then when we got to Florida, actually, we got hit with another payment, or we had the little receipt saying you're estimated to pay $300. I called Chase and I was like, what is going on? Because I thought we paid for the car. Turns out we only paid for the car with the $200. The $300 is for the insurance, is for the taxes, the two different taxes, and the fact that we are under 24. So that really sucks that you had, even with a perfect driving record, it is still an extra $300. So that really sucks. It actually brought us over $516, but that is okay because in parking and gas, this is also shared, so these are the full amounts. We were under the budget for parking and gas. The budget for parking and gas was $150 each, or $300 in total. And as you can see, we were under, even with that transfer. So we had an Uber to the airport, parking pass for SeaWorld, Kennedy Space Center, and then we got gas twice, as you can see here. And then we had Ubers. The first Uber, this is not in full price because we actually shared it with another couple. So the full price was $96, and I'm only gonna count for half of them because the other couple has already paid for their half. And this was from the wedding Airbnb to the airport. It was around 45 minutes, and it was pretty early in the morning when we did this. Next was Uber from the airport to our apartment, to my apartment. So that is $31.35 there. And then I took out $66.62 to put it to rental car, and that made this stay within budget, and this is also within budget as well. Then we will jump to food and drinks. We budgeted $450, or I budgeted $450 for this, and I thought that it was gonna be not enough because it was $75 per day. And we thought basically that we were gonna eat out to nicer places more often. However, with everything that we did during the day, we got tired really fast, but that's totally okay. So basically what we did a lot of times is we would just have like a quick and easy dinner, eat it at the hotel room, and then go to sleep early. We slept early a lot during this trip, but that's totally okay because we tired ourselves out during the day. So just going through everything, we just got dinner the day before we actually went on the trip. Then we went to Saltgrass Steak, and my portion was $37.26. Then we went to this place that had live music. Well, jumping back to steak, I had the perfect amount of steak. Usually I'm not able to eat all of the steak, but it was a good amount. I think it was like 8 ounces. It was perfect for me. Next was Old Red. They had some live music, and the group was actually really, really good. I really enjoyed it. And this was close to our hotel room as well. Next day, we got coffee. We did a few things, and on the 26th, that was when we went to the garden. But we got coffee at a coffee shop nearby. And that day we also stopped at Walmart, and I got some Lactaid because I thought I brought enough Lactaid. Unfortunately, if you don't know, I am lactose intolerant. I cannot have dairy, but let me take a sip of my tea first. Okay, I was just getting my throat was getting real dry from talking. But I had to get Lactaid, and I thought I brought them, but I had lost them somewhere in my luggage. And I needed to get more Lactaid so I can enjoy the dairy there. So I got a little bottle of 60. Then we got some wraps because we wanted something quick and easy to go to sleep, because the next day we were going to try and wake up early for the launch. We woke up, found out the launch was not happening, but that's totally okay. And then the next day we went to Kennedy Space Center. We ate food there, and the food prices there are really not that bad. They're really good for being kind of like a theme park, but very nice that it very happy that it was such a nice price. Then we got some Dippin' Dots, but it's actually called Space Dots there. And then we drove from that area back to our original hotel in Orlando. And when we got there, we were really tired, so we thought, let's just get Shake Shack and go to sleep early again. We did a lot today, so that's what we did. Got Shake Shack for the first time, and I really enjoyed it. And then finally, we got airport food, and that was $20. We got airport food twice. We basically got lunch and breakfast. Okay, I turned on more lights, and I also turned on my AC. I'm getting a little bit warm. Hopefully it's not too loud for y'all, but we're gonna go to spending right now. And on the day we got the coffee shop also had this vintage photo booth. So we actually, when we first tried to do the photo booth, it was only $5, but when we tried to do the photo booth, it was not like giving us the picture, and we thought that it was jammed, but we waited and such for a while. And then we went up to the barista at the coffee shop and said, hey, I think this is jammed. Can you please check it out? And they said, yep. So they went over, opened up the photo booth, took out the strip, and it was just white. So there was nothing on there. It didn't really take photos the first time, so we redid it. But we have a lovely photo strip, and I love it so much. It's hanging on my fridge right now, or half of it is. My boyfriend took the other half. And then for spending, I got a hat and a shirt combo at the Kennedy Space Center for $36.36, and I thought I was gonna spend so much in spending. I budgeted $250, but I only spent $41. Same thing with fun. I budgeted at first $250, but then towards the end I put in extra money, so in total it was $280, and I thought it was just not going to be enough. I thought we were going to be doing something like every 2 hours, which I really don't know where. I guess I was crazy when I was budgeting this, but I'll go over everything. So on the first full day there, we went karting at Andretti Karting, and there was also arcade games. I had found this like coupon online that had karting for 2 people plus, it was karting and then an hour of arcade time, and I just got that twice, and it was so worth it. My boyfriend and I my partner and I, we both love motorsports, and we've always wanted to go karting, and it was really fun. Unfortunately, the group that we were with was not as nice. There were basically 2 rules, which were if you're slow, move out of the way, and then don't hit people. And this group, we just kept getting hit, kept being slowed down, but that's okay because we did just enjoy karting in general. And then, so this was very much worth the money. And then on the 25th, we actually got tickets for the attractions, or my partner did. He got this like deal thing through work, and we thought for SeaWorld tickets, we totally messed up and read the wrong thing. It was 2 tickets and 2 meal vouchers, but it was 2 tickets for one person to 2 different parks. We thought it was going to be 2 tickets to the same park. That was not the case. That's why we have 2 different SeaWorld transactions here, is because we thought the first one was for 2 tickets, but it was just 1. But that is okay because it was still within budget. SeaWorld was very fun. We saw a lot of walruses, manatees, dolphins flying and such, sharks and turtles. But in total, it was around $100 per ticket plus a meal. We don't think that it was something that was worth it for its price point. We would love to go again if there was a sale on anything. However, it was just way too much. We did enjoy ourselves there, but it was the price of it was a lot. It was more of a theme park. There were a lot of rides and such, but we weren't really interested in that. We were interested in seeing the actual animals. But also another thing, we weren't able to see their biggest attraction there because it rained the first time, and there were only 2 showings at noon and at 5, and just we weren't able to stay the whole day for it. So that really bummed us out. But something that is really worth the money is Kennedy Space Center. My partner and I are both engineers, and oh my gosh, we loved this so much. There were rocket gardens. We saw a Saturn V. We saw the actual Saturn V. We saw a Falcon 9 booster, and we saw a space shuttle. Oh my gosh, it was amazing. We saw the vehicle assembly building, and then we also saw the platforms that the robots are built. No, not built. They're transported on. Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. I highly recommend it. If anyone has the chance to go there. We spent about 6 hours there, if that tells you anything. And we probably explored like 60% of it because there are a lot of tours. It's very historical. There's a lot of reenactments, and it's very nice. Even for kids, they might have to be a little bit older, but it was so fun. I highly enjoyed it. Let me know if you've gone to it as well. I can geek on about it, and I show pictures to everyone that asked, how was my trip? I always show them pictures about the Kennedy Space Center. So Kennedy Space Center, definitely worth it. SeaWorld, not as much, unless you are really interested in riding a bunch of rides, then it might be a different story. Then on the 26th, that is when we went to a botanical garden. I'm not sure how to pronounce this. My guess was Lou Gardens, and I enjoyed it. It was very nice to check out the different vegetation there, the different nature there. And they had so many plants that were just glorious. Oh my gosh. They had monstera that climbed up probably 100 feet, and they were loving it up there. I would have stayed a lot longer, but it was really hot, and I was not prepared for the type of heat. So we did not get to spend as much time there, but it was $50, and I would gladly do that to support the garden and the botanical garden. So, and then the rest of that day we went to SeaWorld. So that is what we did for fun. I thought that it was going to be a ton of money, but only $222 out of $280. And finally, we have miscellaneous. And the first one is Walmart. I needed to get a beach towel. And fun story, I actually went to this trip with 1 towel, my shower towel, and I actually came home with 4 towels, 1 towel being my shower towel, and then 3 beach towels. 1 I bought, but 2 were gifted to me from the wedding, so that's kind of really funny. So I got a towel, bug spray, and a snack. Bug spray was for when we thought we were going to see the rocket launch. When we were scoping out areas to sit and try and watch it, there were a lot of bugs in that area, so we wanted to prepare ourselves, but like I said, that didn't work. So, but that's okay. And then I have sunglasses here because we did go to the beach after going to Kennedy Space Center, and I lost my sunglasses, my prescription sunglasses, in the ocean. We were having a lot of fun out there, but I got hit with the wave and I didn't notice my surroundings enough, and I saw another wave coming at me, but I turned around, and when I did, I wasn't holding my sunglasses, so the wave hit me and it took my glasses with me. That's totally okay. Mother Nature might really just like my sunglasses. So if you see a pair of sunglasses out there, they're prescription, know that they might be mine. So I just took that money from miscellaneous because it was the budgeted amount for miscellaneous was $250, and there was only like a $20 transaction on here. So I took some of the money from miscellaneous and got myself some new sunglasses, and those should be coming in fairly soon. So that is it for my transactions and how we split everything up. Like I said, there are some things that I paid for, some things that my partner paid for. This is everything that I paid for. In total, that was $657. And then in total, oh, wait, sorry. Then my partner paid for basically the car, the rental car, like the $300 purchase and gas. And then they got dinner. He got dinner and then tickets to our attractions. And that was almost $800. This is how much everything was in total. And then I owed him $131.44, which is pretty great considering that we weren't trying to make sure that I pay, then you pay, then I pay, then you pay. No, I took most of it and then he took a lot of the attractions, and that luckily ended up being kind of equal, which is great. So this is what everything looked like, my little transaction tables, and then we can hop back to the actual trip budget table as well. And now we can actually see all of the numbers and see how they made sense. So this is red because it is at 0, so we hit our budget, but in reality, this was negative $66, and this had more than $8 in it before, but we just transferred things over so that we stay within budget. And now I will cut the video here because I will show the part in the video, like the previously recorded portion where I do a bonus cash stuffing with all of the money that I have left over, because we have $940 left over. Spoiler alert, a lot of this is going to go back to the travel envelope because my boyfriend his best friend is going to get married. We have to fly for this one again, and we might do the same thing there, but the budget will be a little bit different for that because it's in a different location and I will not have to be in the wedding party, or I am not in the wedding party. So the wedding budget will be a little different as well, but I'll hop to the bonus cash stuffing now. All right, so here is my binder that housed my envelopes. I'm going to be keeping this travel envelope in here, and I'm just going to take the money out of these envelopes, but just to double check everything, pre-trip has $74. I took out the cents for everything, and I took out everything that is required to be taken out, and I put it to the bank so that I can pay my credit card. So pre-trip has 74, housing has its full 110, rental car is empty, parking and gas has $8, food and drinks has 212, spending has 208, fun has 57, and miscellaneous has 168. So let's take everything out. Oh, I need my little tray. And I will put these right back. I'll clean them up and I'll put them right back into my envelope, because my boyfriend's best friend will be having his wedding, and I'm assuming that we will want to do something then. We'll want to have another vacation like we did this one. So I want to start saving up for that one as well. All right. Spending a ton of money left over. Oh boy. Completely under budgeted with this, which means that we have a bonus cash stuffing, which is totally fine by me. I mean, this is money that I could take everything and put it towards my car loan, but this is money that has been set aside for fun. So I want to kind of put it, look at that, they're empty. I kind of want to put it towards something fun, because this is money after retirement, after extra car loans. So I want to dedicate this to fun. And I kind of want to count everything to see how much I have. We have 100, 2, 3, 4, 500, 600, 700, 750, 770, 90, 810, 30, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 900, 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I lost count. We have, oh boy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 700. 750. Oh, I should have done it with a calculator. 750, 20, 40, 60, 81, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 5, 10, 15, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. $937. All right, it's a little different from the $940 that I had on my spreadsheet, but that's okay because I took out all of the cents. So 937. So now I have not planned on what I wanted to do with this, so I don't know where everything is gonna go. I have a rough idea, but I do know that I do know that I want to put some money, just a little, some money towards my retirement and like my future savings. So I want to take the 37, 20, 35, ooh, 6, maybe I should. How many ones did I have? 17. 1. I'll take the ones and a 20. So 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. $37. And I want to put this to my brokerage. So I want to take this and put it straight to my brokerage. I know I said it was fun money, but I might want to put this for like a big future purchase or something. Basically, I use my brokerage as like really long-term savings. I could use it for a house, I could use it for a car, I could use it for a wedding, whatever. I'm gonna put $37 towards that. And I put it at the back because it doesn't have its own envelope, and I will take that money and transfer it. But let's see. Okay. Also in here, see, everything already has a good amount of money. Okay. Travel. A lot of this money came from travel, so I want to put a lot of it back into travel. So I want to put probably like more than half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 500. I want to take this 50. So 550 into travel. Because like I said, my boyfriend and I are going to be going to his best friend's wedding, and we might want to take a trip. So I have a really good head start because I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1,050, 75. $1,075 in travel. That is really nice. Oh my gosh. That is really nice. Next is tech. How much do I have? 100. This is 20, 40, 60. Okay. Tech, I want to put in 50. Do I want to put in 50? Yes. I want to put in 50. Take out this 50 and put in $100 placeholder. But in total, it now has 100, 20, 30, 40, 45, and 50. So 150 in tech. And then I think that's all that I want to put in my savings binder. Okay. Next, okay, 150, 170, 90, 210, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 300. Okay, so I have 150 in cash and 150 in placeholders. So I think I want to put this all towards my savings, my sinking funds. What I'll do is I'll put, okay, in my previous video, I talked about, not my previous video, in my, my September week 1, I just went over my new sinking funds, not my new sinking funds, my new savings challenges, and I want to put some money towards them. Here's what they all look like. And I want to get like maybe a binder with everything in it. And I'm going to put 150 towards it, towards these savings challenges, and get a good start for everything. That's really exciting. So I guess I'm going to take $150 out from my bank account and put them in mixes of like 1s and 5s and 10s and put them throughout my sinking funds. Hopefully that'll make a fun video. So I have 150 accounted for. That means I have 150 left here. And I really have no idea what I want to put these towards. Okay. Let's put some towards clothes. So let's put 20 in clothes. 20, 50, 70, 90, 100 here. Dates. Ooh. I really don't know how I wanted to do this. I did not plan this part out. Oh, hobbies. Let's put some money in here. Love my hobbies. Okay, I'm gonna put $30 in my hobbies. So we should have 80. Now I definitely have money to buy a binder if I don't figure out how to make one. 50, 70, 80 in hobbies. So that's exciting. Household, no. My race, my Formula One subscription. I want to put money in here as well. I'm using a lot of 20s. Let's use 5s. Let's put 25 in race ticket. 25 in race ticket. Okay. So in total we have 10, 20, 25, 30, 35. And I still don't know how much everything is, so I'm gonna leave it in front and color them in later. Okay, spending already has so much. How much? 20, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75. Oh my goodness. Okay. What if I put 175? 175 towards my new savings challenges. All right. And then let's put 120. I really should have planned this out. Let's put some towards my boyfriend. Let's put a 20 here. So now there's 25. Bulk food. No. Christmas. No, I don't want to put. I just put stuff in clothes. Maybe let's put a 10 in dates. We have 50, 60, 70, 80, 95. 95 in dates. So 10 there. And I'll put a 10 in family. 50, 60, 75 in family. Gifts, no. Hobbies, I put in quite a lot. Household, how much? 2 5s. Let's put some into my Etsy shop. Okay. 5 there. And then I guess I'll put 5 in spending. Because I don't know where else to put it. We have 100, 200, 10, 20, 25, and 30 in spending. All right. Okay. So there's that. I hope you all have a great day. Thanks so much for watching my vacation budget closeout with me, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.